Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is going to be the last video of Volley part, and in this video we are going to learn how to delete the user from the database. So basically, it should be clear to you now to how to make a request using Volley and how to interact with database. So in the delete functionality, we just need to pass an ID of the user, and in the API will handle everything uh, for us. So let's get to it, and I'm not gonna create another activity for it. I'm already clicking on the user and I'm going to update activity. So I'm gonna take a button here in update activity. So get back to update activity.xml, and let's take another button down here, uh, material button, and we'll use this button to delete a user. uh, Width will be match parent, wrap content, ID will be delete button, and the text of the button will be delete this user. Right, now let's give constraint to this button, horizontal. Let me just go to the design, and margin of both sides will be 16, and constraint top will be given to the bottom of this update user button, and take 32 margin to separate it from this form. And now let's go to update activity.kt, and we'll need another variable for button, and it will be delete button, and we'll need to initialize it inside this init views function. So let me just do it, and it is delete button. So now let me just minimize this update user and this both functions. Here we need to call delete button dot set on click listener, and I'm just gonna take val id that we get from the intent equals to intent dot get string extra id, and I'm gonna go to I'm gonna create another function to delete a user. So delete user, and I'm going to pass id as a parameter. So let's create a function delete user. We'll need, actually we don't need to this time we don't need to pass name, email and password alongside id, because we are not updating, we are straight away deleting with the help of id. So let's create a url equals to base url plus the api name for the delete user is delete user.php, and I forgot to write val keyword. Let's create a request queue. Request queue equals to volley dot new request queue this val string request equals to string request. First parameter will be the method, and we are passing the id as a parameter. So we'll need the post request. So method dot post dot, and the second parameter will be url. The third one will be response dot listener response. Third will be response dot error listener. Then we need to pass IDs as well, ID here as well, not IDs. So we'll need an anonymous class again. So write object before string request, and let's override a method, override function get params it will return hash map of type string, where by the way you can use mutable hash map as well. Let's instantiate let's take an instance of the hash map. So map equals to hash map, key and value will be string, then we'll pass id in the hash map as well. So map id equals to id that we are getting, and we'll return map. That's it. We don't need to do anything else. But before I forget, let me add this string request to request queue. I don't know why I always forget to add string request to a request queue. So let's run our application and it should be working fine. And yeah, before we run, I want to toast the response that I get from the API dot make text this response toast dot length chart dot show, and I want to go back to the main activity. So start activity intent not integer, intent this to main activity double colon class dot java. Now we run application. Now click on this user and click on this delete this user button, and it will delete that user from the database for us. And let's just go to the database and refresh it, and as you can see the data is deleted, the user is deleted. Now let me add let me check if all the functionalities that we created using Volley is working perfectly or not. Let me add a new user again. I'm gonna name it GD Gray Developer, then gray gray@123.com. Password will be GRY and submit it. Yes, data is inserted. Let me click on this and let me change the name GREY1234. Email will be gry@56@gmail.com, and password will be 123456. Update it, and as you can see the name is updated, so all the fields will be updated as well. So now if I click on it and if I click on delete user button, it will delete the user again. So that's how you play with Volley library, and you can interact with the database. You can integrate the APIs with the help of Volley library. So from the next video we'll learn how to do the same stuff using retrofit library, and I use retrofit a lot. I've used Volley library very few times. Whenever a client requires it, then only I use Volley, otherwise I don't use Volley. So retrofit will be fun. There's a lot to learn in there is a lot to learn in retrofit. Why I'm calling it retrofit? There's a lot to learn in retrofit, but we'll just cover basic things, and I'm planning to create a whole playlist about retrofit. So for now we'll just cover basic things in retrofit. So to get the notification of the next video, please subscribe to this channel and please like this video, so I get motivated when you subscribe to this channel. So please subscribe and like this video and share this video if you think this content is helpful to you, and if your friend is looking to learn how to develop Android application, and if he is looking how to switch from Java to Kotlin, please share my videos to him as well, so it can be helpful to him as well. So that's it for this video guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.